What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Val is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. Welcome to Big Val Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Val Opinion Platform.
And I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't gonna do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing here.
Leave a nigga with a hot hat. Like bad boy got trash. Stop that. It's no God quicker than this young fly nigga. Nickel 9 nigga. Floss you die quicker. It's bedtime. Out of town pop clipper. Turn Chris Calico to crooked eye clipper. Everybody wanna be fast. See the cash. Walk around and reach stab. Get a heat mask. Everything bad boy Raven slash. 102 staff. Punch a bulletproof feet slash. I'm doing a player and a baller. Just want me one bad bitch so I can spoil her. You each want to be the point of respect.
Yo. What it do, man? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Big Vi Opinion back with another live video. Yeah, it's been a few days, but your boy Big Vi is back. You know, I had to take a few days off and really think about some things and really gather my thought process about everything that's going on in today's news. I want to say shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat early today, man. R.I.C.O, Courtney, Love, Unconditional, Ashley, Miss Lady T. What's going on? How y'all doing? A-Child, what's going on? Unique, what's going on? Larry, what up, Hawk? Lisa, hi. Miss Fat, what's going on? Yeah. So I really wanted to sit back and just pay attention to the news, pay attention to the media, pay attention to some things that's going on, and it really not be really don't want to come and jump on the internet just not really knowing what I want to say. I try to reserve my thoughts when it comes to certain things until I'm able to kind of figure out which direction I want to go with this thing. What's going on, little TT? Okay, Lulu say, hey, Lula, send it to me. Send it to me at Big Val Opinion 88. When did you send it? Sharice, what's going on? D-Map, what's going on? Yeah, so I was listening to something today, and I've been sitting and I've been sitting and I've been thinking and I've been sitting and I've been thinking and I've been sitting and thinking, trying to figure out Big Vi, how are you going to approach this thing, and what type of insight are you going to give, or how are you looking at this thing with what's going on in today, what went on with Mr. Kelly, what went on with Mr. Cosby, what went on with Michael Jackson, what went on with a lot of our great celebrities. Can one of the moderators put my email in the chat, so I'll be sure to get the audio, the video that Lula is sending. Also, I see earlier Miss Lady D, I think, say that R. Kelly called WAC 100. I haven't heard it. I seen the video before I was coming on live, so I haven't listened to it. I haven't heard it. Um, we might check that out and see what Mr. Kelly is talking about. I haven't heard it, so we'll be playing it for the first time. You all be the judge of that. Um, but yeah, man, how everybody's doing today, man? We just come on, get on in, make sure y'all hitting that like button, make sure y'all hitting that share button. And if you haven't already, sub to the channel. Make sure you get here, sub to the channel if you haven't done so already. But I was thinking about something. I was in thought about something when it comes to these cases, and hearing and I'm gonna play the video. I'm a play the video. Shout out to Justice for RK. I listened to something that they put on Instagram where it was the lady from the New York trial talking about how they going to charge P.Diddy similar to what they did with Mr. Kelly. And I asked myself questions. Questions just came to mind. You know, because and the questions that came the main question that came to mind is y'all got to make sure, come on out those bushes, man. We got to get them likes up. We need at least 50 people in here to start the show. And I'm gonna tell y'all a question that came to mind, and this question is critical. And this question is a message. I want to send a message to all of the entertainers, singers, rappers, basketball players, football player, any athlete, any millionaire, any person out here who's living a luxury lifestyle. I have a message for you all today. I know this platform is small, but it speaks volumes. And this message that I'm gonna have today, it's just the question that need answers. That's it right there, man. Mac, man, this guy right here read my mind, man. Right here. We got 41 people in here. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. This is the problem right here. And I'm going to tell y'all why. And I'm going to explain this. What he just said, I'm going to help you all understand this. I'm going to help you all understand why it's important. And now I'm looking at a lot of shit different. We got 41 people in here. Come on out the bushes, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be a good live. This is going to be a great live. Y'all don't want to miss it. I'm going to bring it to y'all. Just like how y'all want it, how y'all ask for it. Come on in. Just like Bill, just like Mike, just like Kels. I'm going to start here. I want to start here. I'm going to start here. I'm gonna start here. Okay, I'm gonna start here. Man, have a look at the stream. Take a look at the stream. Now, this is why I tell y'all. This is why I say we are living in dangerous times in this society, man. What you see is artificial intelligence. Somebody have sat around and used artificial intelligence to make it appear as if Diddy has been caught or turned himself in. This is a dangerous thing. And when I say dangerous, it's dangerous to the point to where if these people can use this type of artificial intelligence to create something like this, if they want to say that you are involved in something illegal on a sexual level, don't you think they can use the same artificial intelligence to put you in places where you never been? Don't you think this same type of artificial intelligence can be used to put you in places where you never even been? This same type of technology could be used to help create whatever type of vision that the government choose to portray of you when they come after you. When we talking about videos, we heard BuzzFeed tell us about the artificial intelligence and what it is and how they use it to insert famous actors and famous people into films and pornography and different things like that, who really aren't in these actual pictures. This is a dangerous thing for this country, for the world. Artificial intelligence is a dangerous thing for this world. When I say they can use this to make the guilty look innocent, and they can make the innocent appear to be guilty. When you have technology that can take a person and place him anywhere, in any photo, in any picture, in any room, in any video, we are living in dangerous times as a society. And if we don't speak up, and if no one want to speak up about it, this is the problem. This is the problem. We are living in a society at this point to where, can we trust? Can we say, how many of you in the chat can honestly outright say that y'all trust the government? Do y'all trust the government? Do y'all trust prosecutors? Do y'all trust technology? Let's remove the government. Do you all trust technology in today's time? These people are literally recreating life right in front of us. They are using technology to create whatever the vision is that they want put forward. This shit is dangerous. So We're gonna go. I'm gonna share the video, from Justice for R.K. We're gonna share this video.
We have learned that the P.Diddy case is being modeled on the investigation that brought down music superstar R.Kelly almost 2 years ago. And in that case, the federal government used allegations that were made in civil lawsuits against R.Kelly to bring criminal charges. Nadia Shihata was one of the prosecutors who got R.Kelly convicted of sex trafficking. She's now a defense attorney and happens to be here with me live. Nadia, thank you so much for stepping in. So first of all, your reaction to the news you're seeing, to the two raids, all of the material that I've just provided prior to you coming on, and the news that the feds are modeling this case after your case.
Yeah, I mean, it's big news. Obviously, taking an overt step in an investigation of searching two homes means the investigation is well underway here. They've clearly have probable cause to believe a federal crime has been committed and that evidence of that crime or multiple crimes would be found in the two locations that they searched. So this is big news. And if I'm P. Diddy, or his lawyers, I'd be very concerned at this point.
The biggest concern, as I understand it, and check me if I'm wrong here, is that when people sign non-disclosure agreements, as may have happened in P. Diddy's world, and in big celebrities' world, it happens all the time. That's that, right? Doesn't matter if you file a civil lawsuit. But when the feds come knocking, NDAs mean nothing. Is that what you found in the prosecution of R.Kelly? All of these lawsuits and these accusers or people who may have been covered by NDAs, the floodgates were open and they could tell you everything, AKA, is that possibly happening here?
That may well be happening here. An NDA, when push comes to shove, is not going to trump a grand jury subpoena or a federal agent or prosecutor asking you questions. But I wouldn't say that they have no effect. NDAs can make people very reluctant and hesitant to speak to law enforcement. So if it's someone that law enforcement is not already aware of, they may be wary to, themselves contact law enforcement to provide information. And so they can still deter people in that sense.
But once they know they're safe, they can speak, which I think is always, well, it's a concern if you're the target. And we are told that Diddy is indeed the target of this investigation. Nadia Shihata, thank you so much for being on. I'll call you again.
Thank you.
So we go back to, I remember a while back, in a lot of people, and I'm not saying, oh, me, Big Vi, I was the one who was saying this and that. No, it was a lot of people out here trying to explain that once they did what they did to Mr. Kelly, that was going to become case law moving forward for them to set precedents for coming after other high-profile celebrities, as such, as you see with Mr. P. Diddy. So, me, myself, personally, I Googled, because, I was under the notion that if you reach a settlement agreement with someone in a civil matter, that they could no longer come after you in a criminal matter. But that's not the case. So this was my question. Can a civil case turn criminal? It says a civil case can prompt a criminal investigation if the evidence gathered indicate that a law has been broken in a crime committed. However, a civil case doesn't turn criminal because they are two separate proceedings. A civil claim can order only civil remedies. So, but right here is the most important thing when it says if the evidence gathered indicate that a law has been broken and a crime committed. So if these guys that are going, when you talking about signing, when you talking about settlements, when we talk about settlements, when you settle in these cases, you are your attorney, is your attorney even looking into what these people are even claiming you have done? Are the attorneys looking into the crimes that these people are alleging took place? You see what I'm saying? Cause ain't no way. So now when you look at it, you look at this and you ask yourself, with Michael Jackson, what did Michael Jackson do? Michael Jackson was paying settlements to the families of these young men who claimed that Michael Jackson had touched them or molested them or whatever the situation may be. Once you pay that settlement, they looking at it as if, why would you pay a settlement for some alleged crimes that you haven't participated in? But who do you blame for this? Who do you blame for this type of behavior? I'm blaming the attorneys. Now I'm looking at these celebrity attorneys as, could it be when these people become celebrities, they go out and get these attorneys, and these attorneys they these attorneys um now ask yourself, are these attorneys, where does they where is these attorneys, where is these attorneys who, I mean, I ain't gonna say where, who are these attorneys committed to? Are these attorneys committed to their clients, or if they are committed to the bar? Because when we're talking about these settlements, we're talking about these allegations that's being put forth against these celebrities. Are your attorney reading these lawsuits? Are your attorney looking at this and saying, "Oh, it's a civil matter, so just pay them and go ahead"? Or are your attorney looking at this civil issue? Are your attorney Is these attorneys reading the details of these civil matters? Because right here it says, if the evidence gathered indicate that a law has been broken or a crime was committed, then you have a problem. And now they saying, if it's evidence that a law was broken or a crime has been committed, and you then just paid this settlement, And like my man say, Matt Cannon, it doesn't mean that a crime or a law was broken, but when you just pay us, like look how fast Diddy paid Cassie. Cassie came out with a lawsuit one day and it was settled the next day. Did Diddy read the details? Was he aware of the details of this information? Was he aware of what was being alleged in this civil issue? Right. The civil case is the setup. The civil case is the setup. And Mr. Bill Cosby as well said all of these settlements that you paying out settlements, you paying out settlements, you paying out settlements. The more settlements you pay out, now you sitting here, you really digging yourself a hole, you digging yourself a ditch that when it comes to a certain point, you're not going to be able to climb out of. You done settled 20 cases with 20 different people alleging that you have done something to them or violated them in some type of way. And all the criminal the investigator does is gather the information that's alleged in this civil suit and say, well, was a law broke here? You know, was a crime committed here? Okay, well then, even though y'all reached a remedy in a civil case, you broke laws, so now we finna come after you criminally. And then you gotta ask yourself this: what up with a D-Map?
What's going on, Big Van?
I asked this over on Provoked Thoughts the other night. I said, why don't any of these people go after these celebrities criminally first? Why don't they go after these celebrities criminally first? Because if they go after these celebrities on a criminal tilt, in a criminal investigation first, that changed the whole landscape of a civil settlement.
Mm-hmm.
So this is being purposely done by whoever these the victims, when they go into these attorneys, when we talk about Susan Loggins and the ambulance chaser, Gloria Allreds and Michael Avenatti's, they go into these people purposely.
Yep, look for a paycheck. They like the fast way they can get some money out that person. They use what they go to.
So for me, I ask the question all the time. I always ask, well, if someone has truly done something to me and you are a multi-millionaire and you have violated me in some type of way, I'm going to the police and I'm going to file criminal charges on you first. And once we go to trial criminally and you found guilty on the criminal level, then I'm going to come after you on a civil level. And I'm not finna settle for no goddamn me $100,000, $500,000. I want everything that I'm entitled to.
Yeah, you want a bag and then some. Nah, bro, I want some money.
We sit and we look at Roshona Landfair. You sit here in 2019, you go after Mr. Kelly for a civil settlement of $20 million. When if you would have participated in the man criminal trial in 2008, from 2002 to 2008, if you would have cooperated with these people during the criminal trial, do you know how different your life would be? Would you be on Section 8 right now?
Doubt it.
If it was you, if it was in fact you on that videotape, as the government claimed, and Mr. Kelly was sexually assaulting you, as the government claimed, why didn't you participate in the criminal trial in 2008? Where if Mr. Kelly would have been found guilty, you would have been entitled to 20 million plus.
Exactly. Or she didn't because she know dang well she wasn't on there. It was somebody else. It wasn't Kelly. That's the reason why she didn't. Because then she been proven to be a liar.
She come back in 2019 and now she's the victim. Now she's the girl on the tape. Now she's seeking $20 million just for the judge to award her nothing.
Exactly. Like, nah. Yeah, you can't prove that. You gonna find out you didn't. Not trying to come back and look for that payday. She lost her chance. The only reason she didn't go for him criminally because she know Kelly wasn't on that tape. She know it wasn't him. And then it's like she tried to go for him criminally and they prove that he wasn't on that tape. Then she basically looking like an idiot and not getting anything.
Well, she fucked herself.
Oh yeah, she screwed herself and then some.
Around this time.
Yep, she screwed herself and then some. Not a million she could have. But what can you do?
It's sad, man, that so many people want to see they want to see Diddy locked up. They say they want to see him locked up. They want to see him in jail. And I asked myself, do I want to see this brother locked up? I feel like if the brother did something, he broke law, that's something different. But from what we're seeing, you see how quick they are to say that Mr. Kelly, Mr. Diddy, P. Diddy is being charged to similar to what they did to Mr. Kelly. But they did Mr. Kelly the same way they did Mr. Cosby. Y'all, these people are literally going and dig up civil settlements. And they taking these settlements and they going into these settlements and they looking into these settlements and they are taking things out of these settlement agreements, then coming after these people with criminal charges. But like they say, how can if a plaintiff say that I'm gonna go after this man in a civil matter and an agreement has been met and the plaintiff say that I'm okay with the settlement of X amount of dollars, So the government, I wonder if when and if we will ever see the government go after these white, and I don't want to make this a race thing, but how many artists, how many actors, how many athletes settle out cases, sign NDAs.
A lot of them.
So, are you mean to tell me we finna sit back for the next decade watching the federal government just go through every settlement that has been, every civil settlement in the United States that has took place? We finna watch the government go and dig up all these settlement cases and come after these people with criminal charges?
I doubt that. Anybody always say time doing that. Why?
And then for this lady to say, it's the settlements. It's the settlements that sparked the investigation.
Yep. I say, Especially how fast that settlement happened. Like literally, like you said, it happened what the next day.
I said, man, when Diddy settled that case with Cassie, I said it's over with.
Oh yeah, he
Then he
done.
settled
He
another
done.
case. He settled another case.
Another one.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
thing about having money, it's a good thing to have money, but then it's a bad thing when you got the money to just try to do away with things. I
Exactly.
seen
Ain't gonna work that way.
Carnell say settlements was good back in the day, but right now in
But now,
2022, in the 20th century, settlements
nah,
ain't nothing but an omission of guilt.
guilt.
You
Basically,
admit
that's all that is.
you sign a
Yep.
settlement right now in today's time, you
Based
admitting
on that
that you
you
did
guilt.
something
You did
that
something.
these people said you did.
Yep. Pretty much.
Ain't no such thing as hush money no more. Now
Oh
I
no.
look at it, they got JT, all type of people like in this P. Diddy thing. And like I was saying the other day, was what another thing that caught my attention was when they came out to Diddy, they said they coming after him for sex trafficking investigation. But they
Mm-hmm.
came after R.Kelly with an indictment.
Yeah, that made no sense to me.
Now they
How
are
crazy
going
is it?
around, and this is something else too with the media. The media, it's not the media. It's not the media. The media do a bad job at what they do, but it's the public, man. The public take
Yeah,
any goddamn thing that the media put
I
out
run with it.
there, they run with it. Oh, this person talking, that person talking, they got this person talking, they got a drug runner, they got a person who was going to get the girls, they got this person, that person, like so much. Like, man, are you fucking serious?
Honestly, all that crap
This
remind me
shit,
of is basically throughout history, witch trials. The witch trials. That's all that remind me of. When somebody say, "Oh, she's a witch," well, that's why everybody go out there with pitchforks and everything. That's all that remind me of. This is basically modern day witch trials. Honestly, that's literally what it is. When somebody say
man,
somebody did something, they all at them.
it's like our community, man. If for P. Diddy, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's something bigger. It's something bigger than what we may know going on.
I agree.
And it's something that's at the head of the table, man. Because look at
Mm-hmm.
how they tried to get P. Diddy. They came at him with
Yep.
the Tupac shit with Keith D. Then they turn
Yep.
around and they come with the Cassie. So they try to
Yep.
box P. Diddy in and say, well, if we don't get you one way, we're gonna get you another way. There's
Mm-hmm.
nowhere, ain't no way out of this shit. You got
Yeah.
Keith D saying that P. Diddy paid him to off Tupac. Now you come back, you got the women saying that P. Diddy is abusing them, sex trafficking young girls. So they try to trap Diddy no matter which way he go. He was gonna have to face something.
Yeah, and that makes sure he don't get away. They covering every basis. Like, oh yeah, QD, Tupac, Biggie murder. Then you got more women coming out saying, oh, he did this and that, and all these settlements and everything. Like, yeah, they gotta make sure he don't get away.
Look at how much shit they come at this man with. When we heard about Kels, we like, damn, that's a lot. But the shit that they coming out to Diddy with, I mean, they
Oh, it's
throwing
deep.
every fucking kitchen sink at this man.
Oh yeah, that's that bad. You about to get it all, bro. My fat ball, curve ball, slider, change up, shoot a knuckleball. You better get every single one, bro. About to be a long pit, but that about to be a long at bat, man. You ain't going nowhere. I got you. You're not going anywhere. I'll make sure I get your
And then
ass.
the thing is this, right? And I like 50 Cent. I like 50 Cent. No, nothing against 50 Cent. But 50 Cent went to his social media and said, the feds don't come unless they got a case. Well, then why the fuck are they investigating then?
Mm.
50 Cent say the feds don't come unless they got a case. Well, then why did they come to P. Diddy to investigate?
Mm.
If they had a case, that means they would have came with an indictment.
Which they never did.
Uncle Sir Miguel, what's going on?
What's going
What's up,
on, my brother, Sir
nephew?
Miguel?
What's going on? Who I got there? Shit, I can't even
D
see,
Map.
man. My
D Mac.
glasses on. Oh, you do me all right, brother. I'm just gonna chime in real quick, man. There's a there's a bigger play here. You just said that a few minutes ago, and I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm about to say.
Come on with it, huh?
It's to take your eyes off the people who are really sex trafficking,
Yep, I agree.
and
So,
it's also to take your eyes off your politicians who are also doing some sexual things that gonna come out eventually, sooner rather than later. Y'all can call me crazy. You can say whatever you want to say, but I'm gonna tell you like this: the politicians will be exposed, and you're going to be very surprised when you see who's who. You thought Epstein was something? Y'all ain't seen shit yet.
sure,
And
I don't
how
blame you.
about
I
this,
believe you.
Don't you see how strategic they were? They got R.Kelly during the election year,
Mm-hmm.
right before an election. Now here we
Mm-hmm.
are, 4 years later, another election is
Election
coming up.
that take down Diddy. Try to
Mm-hmm.
take down Diddy, you know.
Mm-hmm. Cause see, you have to keep in mind every 4 years, something has to happen to draw your attention to something else. See,
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing with the presidency is one thing, but there's some underhanded shit going on with that too. I don't care
Yep,
if you're
Mm-hmm.
a Republican, I don't care if you're a Democrat.
exactly.
Everybody want to get caught up and look, you can have your choice of whoever you want to pick to be as president. But let me explain this to you. No president in history has ever, and I don't care what y'all want to say about Trump. He got people. No, Trump is a businessman. If you look at the history of his family, with his father, Trump has really fucked up the Trump legacy with his bad business deals. He's trying to recoup or keep the money that he got. So somebody throw $2,000 at you for a few months or whatever the case may be. That ain't creating no wealth for no black family.
Hell
Mm-hmm.
no, because the
So
No,
y'all
prosperity
can look
is too deep.
right. So you can go in and say, "Oh, Trump this, Trump that." I don't give a damn. Ain't no president. Obama didn't do shit for us, and no
nope.
president will ever do anything for us at the end of the day. And even the so-called House of Representatives and the Senate, those people are backing the best interest, not only for themselves, but for the people that oversee them who are way higher than the federal government or anything else that you don't see. And if you don't believe it, keep paying attention.
And
I
what you
agree with
think
you.
about this now? And I really don't know how I really want to speak about this. And this is for everybody in the chat. And we talk about distractions, right? Distractions, right? And we talking about
Mhm.
distractions. Talking about the United States of America. And one is in the United States of America is one of the greatest distractions ever known to this world. So how ironic is it that we got P. Diddy and everything that's going on with him running coincide with one of the biggest catastrophes since 9/11 almost
Mm.
in Baltimore.
Yeah, what's crazy is I did not hear about that until today. Where that bridge and collapsing. I'm like, a bridge and collapsing in
That
Baltimore.
bridge didn't collapse. The bridge was crashed into.
Got crashed into by what? Another ship? A ship or something?
It
It
was a
was supposed to
ship.
be a container ship that was going to Sri Lanka, which would take
Mm.
about 28 days for them to get there because they was gonna go around I think the Cape of the Horn of Africa or something, whatever the case may be.
Mm.
Now, according to what I read, it said that they were doing a Mayday call. Then they showed some smoke coming from somewhere. I don't know where it was coming from because it was hard to see. But you got to think about it. These major ports not only supply the U.S., but they supply other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can think about it. That's a lot of money being lost every hour on the hour. They're worried about the
But have
port,
you ever about
but like,
this?
Mm.
Go ahead,
Wow, that's
finish what
crazy.
you saying.
so they're worried about the ports. But I like what the young mayor of Baltimore said. He was like, "I'm not thinking about no building no bridge right now. I'm looking for people that's missing."
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? The
Oh, I
people are
got you.
worried about the bridge and the money. He
Exactly. What
says,
about
"I'm
the
worried
people?
about the people missing."
What happened to the people that was on that bridge
You
when it?
know what I mean? So that should tell you a lot.
But ask yourself this, Sir Miguel, what was going on in America about? I want to say this was around. I want to say it was around 5 years ago. I'm gonna say around. I'm gonna say 5 to 10 years ago. What was the biggest thing that was going on in the South? What is something that was going on in the South that was big?
But what if I'm not mistaken? Didn't they have some trafficking or something going on down in the South at
No, I'm I'm
um
I'm finna put your mind somewhere. It ain't even got nothing to do with sex. It was
Mm.
oh
about the
okay okay
it
okay
was about the
oh
Confederate
yeah
monument,
yes
the
yes
Confederate
yes correct
monuments. This was around the time Trump was in office when they
correct
had a big
correct
deal going on about taking down all the Confederate monuments around the
hmm
world.
hmm yeah
What was the name?
correct
What was the name of that bridge?
um, oh god damn it um I'm frozen. I can see the name but I can't pronounce it right off man.
Francis Scott Keys. Who is that? You know who that is, though.
hmm
Now this is what's going through my head.
hmm
Anybody do y'all people in the chat know who Francis Scott Key is?
Nah, I had to look that up.
What? Are you serious, D-Man?
No, I'm serious. I don't know. I'm first time even hearing that name. Like, who the hell is that?
Francis Scott Key is the man who wrote the Star Spangled Banner.
Wow. Basically a racist anthem. The original that is for its side to so-called change it, but basically a racist anthem.
Now you ask yourself this, and I mean, I don't like to be a conspiracy theorist or whatever they call it. But I'm sitting here, I'm like, when I heard the name of the bridge, and then I heard that it collapsed and the ship ran into it, and then the first thing I thought about was, yeah, we were just talking about removing all of these racist monuments and statues around the world. I never knew it was a bridge called the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Yeah. Makes sense
But
now.
and let me add a little nugget in here for you when you want to talk about the Confederate flag. Do you know where it really it originated from?
I thought somebody said it originated from the correct me if I'm wrong, but the Catholics.
Mm-mm. Over here, it was an Indian flag in the South, but they turned it and flipped it, just like they do everything else.
Okay.
Everything that we've created as indigenous people to this continent, they changed it, flipped it to make it look bad, but the original intent was something positive. Now let's address the bridge situation. That should also tell you something that America is falling
I agree.
brick by brick by brick. Why? Because people are starting to wake up and see not only the fuckery, but if you don't understand the system, and think about what Trump said to Hillary Clinton when they had that debate. and they was talking about his taxes. What did he say? I'm a paraphrase. He basically only using what the system allows him to get away with, which was legal. If you don't know the system and you don't know how to play the system, you're gonna call the system bad, even though it's legal.
Man, it's just shit crazy, man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah.
the very same people who create the shit, they created for them to get wealthy off of,
Not everybody
but
else.
yet made us slaves to a 9 to 5 per se. Because if you go look up the history of Rockefeller, he plainly said that he didn't want other people to really so-called be business owners. That's why he was a part of the educational system. That's why he helped assist with it.
And
And
that's
I'm
why
not
they took
saying
out because Rockefeller they got together and took out along with J.P. Morgan Chase, the Wells Fargo's and all of them, they wanted to capitalize on the wealth in this country.
exactly.
What's going on, brother Jeff?
What's up, brother Jeff?
What's going on?
What's going on, bro?
Man, big vibe, man. Sir McGill. It's E-Mac, man. Everybody in the chat, man. How y'all feeling?
My brother.
What's going on, brother?
Told you the world we live in, man. So messed up.
Man, I asked D-Map just said. Damn, D-Map, I didn't know that, bro. You probably the first person I done heard say that. No, they didn't know who Francis Scott Keys was.
Yeah, drop me. I didn't know who he was.
I
literally did not know who he was.
Yeah, so he wrote the Star Spangled Banner, and now that tells you this is more context to why they removed it from the school system. Because people became aware that the Star Spangled Banner that we sung in school wasn't the original Star Spangled Banner. And in the original Star Spangled Banner, Francis Scott Key, he made jokes about the black military people who was fighting during the war. And in that verse, he said, "No refuge can save the hireling enslaved." It is nothing clear. It is not clear what Key intended this line to mean, and he could have been referring to the foreign troops. This is what they try to make it seem like. They try to fix it and try to make it seem like, he wasn't saying nothing bad. But then if you go up to it, he was mad because he was totally against abolishing slavery. Keys was a slave owner with anti-abolishment views. And in the verse, he mentioned slaves as their role in the battle on both the American and the British side. And he talked about hearing, watching black slaves be killed as if it was something to celebrate and glorify.
And it's funny because it's no different than, everybody rave about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln didn't really want to free the slaves.
No.
You can go fact check it if you want.
It's a lot of shit that they misled the people. But one thing about people, we have a lot of people in this world that are followers and they are listeners. And then we have people in this world who's going to go out and try to do the research and know for themselves. I seen the video with they talking about this Salome Bella person talking about what they was gonna do to Diddy, whatever the situation is. But I just been sitting back the last few days, just sitting back looking at everything listening to a lot of different things, but that bridge situation, it struck me in a whole different light because I thought back to when I heard the name of the bridge. The first thing I thought about was, that person's relevance to this country. Then I thought about, damn, they said they was trying to remove all these, monuments, Confederate monuments, different things. Like, how ironic is it that would take place the day after P. Diddy house is raided and all this different shit?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And Big Vibe. And you know this as well as I do and everybody else. The majority of Baltimore is what?
It's our people.
Bang. There you go. And that is a key bridge to cross over to go back and forth to do business.
You got a lot of people. I looked it up on a map. Like, how would people get away? How would people get from one side to the other side now? They got to drive so far. Oh, I mean, you
Just
really
go around.
you got to be a remote. You got to start working remote now. Ain't no going to work.
Yeah.
And I seen somebody say, "Oh, it's 20." How do they know how many people was on the bridge at the time of the accident? You don't know. You might see 20 cars, but how many people were in them cars?
Mm-hmm.
Man, can
And
you
this
just
should,
imagine?
but who was that? Who was that talking about the infrastructure bill? Joe Biden.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
The infrastructure plan. Remember all that infrastructure shit he talked about?
Yep.
If that damn ship, I understand that's a big ship, but ain't no way that ship should have hit where it hit at, and that whole goddamn bridge snapped the way that it did.
Nah,
When we
not at
talking
all.
about infrastructure,
And when you really think about it, it's a slap in the face to the American citizens and taxpayers that our sitting government is sending trillions of dollars overseas, Ukraine and all these other places, when they could be using those trillions of dollars to rebuild the infrastructure in this nation. And also, it would make it more safe, and it would also employ a lot of American citizens that may not be working right now, that can have work for the next 10 years, rebuilding, at least 10 years, I would say, rebuilding these bridges and these roads that are obviously, need repair. Just driving here, where I'm at, and there's so many different potholes. Man, you've been through here, you know how it is.
oh yeah, hell yeah,
Just building. They can
playing
send a lot of
hopscotch,
Americans
man.
to work.
I lived in Minnesota. I lived in
want.
Minnesota when the 35 I-35W bridge collapsed in Minnesota. Well, they said it collapsed, but it wasn't a boat running into the motherfucker. The bridge just fell. But what we
Dang.
seen the other day with this shit right here is something totally different. I mean, you go back and look at the video, like it's almost like when you go back and look at videos now, they show the twin towers, like damn, look like shit exploded about 20 floors from under the impact of the plane.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I looked at it. And I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theory, but at the same time, when y'all building bridges like that are so important to the economy, how do it get hit in one spot and the motherfucking bridge snap all the way down like a goddamn domino effect?
Like, nah. Say
They
literally.
cannot. Have y'all ever seen them build a bridge? They
Mm-hmm.
build bridges in sections. So you
Yep.
gotta make this shit make sense.
Nah, it's like in order for a whole bridge to collapse with one blast, like you really got to find the right spot to really connect it
But
all together.
even in the right spot, man, you gotta ask yourself if
Yeah.
a bridge just built in sections. How do a whole goddamn, if you hit a bridge on the far left, how do it fall all the way
All
down on the
this
far right?
collapse. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all.
But they don't want the people to be paying attention. The people not paying attention and asking questions about this goddamn bridge. Everybody focuses on Diddy. Diddy. Gas prices then went up 50 fucking cents.
Man, don't remind me of gas prices. That junk.
I went to get gas this morning, fucking $3.80 something.
$3.80. What the hell? Hey, taxing.
Shit, I could use that right now.
Well, it's even higher where you from. They don't even, matter of fact, in Cali, they don't even want y'all using gas.
They want y'all using gas. Me,
you know what's funny?
Got a car, man.
Because they building a lot of these electric stations and stuff. And
Yep.
I'm just sitting there going,
Yep, that's where it's going.
But they build electric. They building electric stations in California, and they can't stop flooding from going on over there. You gotta make it.
Exactly.
Man, trust me. I'm glad I don't got a car. It was too much money, especially me living in Michigan, where our insurance rate got charging $1,000-something. I'm like, man, we can't afford this. I was asking me out to sell, trying to get that kind of money.
Trying to tell you, man.
Along with all my other bills too. That's just insurance. No fault.
I went from paying $107 for 2 cars, one full coverage, another one liability. Now I'm paying close to $300.
Oh God.
For 2 cars.
Oh man.
In less than a year. Because all these companies have left or either not insuring, cars now because of the whole inflation shit.
Man. Shoot, 300
and I live 2 hours away outside the city. And I'm still paying much money.
That's crazy. Shoot, I wish I could pay $300 for 1 car, for 2 cars. I wish. Not the state I live in. It was almost basically $1,000 just for one. 500 just one. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, like we made it millionaires or something. Can't afford this.
And these insurance companies, they get mad, and when it's time to pay out, they don't even want to pay you for shit. But then they rack up all your money. You ask yourself, if you got a car for 5 years, how often are you think you're going to file an insurance claim?
Man.
But if you paying $200 a month times 12, that's $2,400 a year over a 5-year period. How much money you done gave these people?
Crazy. You get into an accident or something happen, whatever. You ask them no. And then once you
get in an accident, they want you to pay $1,000 deductible. Then you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers ain't number drug dealers, man.
Literally.
Insurance companies and all.
You probably help me out. I'm there paying all this money for insurance. Y'all barely do anything to help me. They say, yeah, sorry,
Good evening, gentlemen. I want to ask a question, but I want to speak to everybody first. Lesson to my nephew, Big Five, and the distinguished panel guests. Lesson to you, brother. Every man and every woman that's in the chat family. Blessings to your household. May God's peace and grace and protection be upon every single representative in the chat family. Let me ask a question to interject where y'all at with the subject right now. Can anybody give me the layout all the way down to the closing costs quickly? What's the procedure on purchasing the house and then paying it off?
Well, first you gotta make sure your credit's straight, so you gotta at least have a 640. You gotta make sure you have all your taxes and stuff in order. You gotta have your bank statements in order. You gotta have your pay stub in order. Then you got to have whatever the percentage is, whether you're going through FHA, which could be 3%. If you're going conventional loan, it could be anywhere between 5-6, depending on what it is, what type of house you're getting. And then what else is there? They give you a 30-year loan unless you make good money. And you can do it in 15. It depends on what your rate would be and how much your monthly mortgage payment would be.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it varies in regards to that. So
Okay.
basically, you go on average it take you 30 years to pay your house off.
Okay.
And don't
Okay.
forget,
Let's say you got I'm sorry. Go ahead, nephew.
I said, don't forget your race play a part in there too.
Right. Okay. So let's say you got a blessing, you know somebody real estate, all of that, like that, do you and now you paid it off 15 years, 10 years. All right, it's completely paid off. After you pay it off, then is there any other payment you got to make after that, Sir Miguel?
Your
Property
taxes.
taxes, you're gonna pay them.
You gotta
You're
pay
gonna
your
you gonna
taxes.
pay property taxes for the rest of
Yeah.
your life, even if you own a house outright, you're gonna still pay property taxes.
And the words of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Now wait a minute. I go through all of that just to be able to qualify for a house. You tell me what my mortgage is. I pay the house off, and then you're gonna come back and tell me now I got to pay taxes on the house that I already paid off for 30 years.
Oh,
I
hold
still
on.
have to pay
Big
tax.
pimping ain't easy, huh?
Man, they say Uncle
I
Sam.
yield back, nephew.
They say Uncle Sam got to get healed. Uncle
Basically,
Sam, the biggest pimp, that he should have been locked up for racketeering.
I
And
swear.
you better make that understand. And then tell me another thing, Sir Miguel, and I'm definitely gonna yield back this because this gonna be a good one for y'all. Now, why are you, the United States of America, who can print your own money, but you got someone else printing your money, then charging you interest on that which they're printing that you can print yourself,
Mhm.
and then you have me to believe the Federal Reserve, there ain't no more federal than FedEx is.
Right.
Oh
But
man.
see, here's
I
the
yield
thing.
back.
The Federal Reserve is not even part of the United States. Number one.
Talk to me, Miguel. Teach us, professor.
Number
Teach us,
number
professor.
two, Bank of America ain't Bank of America. Bank of America is owned by the Italy. Okay.
Yeah.
Number three, even though you pay your house off, you don't even own the land.
Come on,
You
talk to
just
me, Miguel.
own
I
the
yield back.
structure of the building.
yeah. Well, I
Because when
know
I
in
looked at
Brother Crux, I yield back. I rest my case, Brother Crux.
when I
Minnesota, I know my
Ridiculous.
dad tells
It's
me,
ridiculous, man.
my uncle tells me in Minnesota, you can't buy land. But I know in Louisiana, you can buy land, but you still got to pay taxes on that land every year that you buy.
What?
You
because
know,
I went in to look at to see how much it would cost me to buy the land that my foundation sits on, house structure.
Mm-hmm.
I looked, I said, oh really? I said, I'll be damned. You know what I mean? Oh,
so certain
it's gonna
states,
cost over
in certain states, you
$130,000.
can't. Yeah.
Wow. Y'all didn't hear about this case where this guy bought this land, and I think it was 91 or something, 92, something like that. I guess he traveled. I don't know what the detail about that part, but he returned back to his land and found that they had built a mansion on his property.
Yeah,
You did you hear that recently?
yeah. I was like, dang.
That tripped me out. I forgot. I don't know all the ins and outs. Trying to read up on it. Man, listen. So I'm like, what? That house is his then, right?
Yeah, he don't.
It should be.
Who allowed them to build on someone's land that they
Well,
already
what
knew?
they
So
do
who?
is see what they do is they send
Some
out
scheming
notices.
going on.
See, they
Hmm.
send out notices, and if you got an address on file, and they sending you notices and say you moved to a whole different address and not updated your information in the registry, right? So they sending out notices to this property for this property. If you don't respond in a certain amount of days, then they move forward with whatever it is that they're trying to do. But that's why you have to have all your documentation. You got to keep your receipts, everything when it comes to dealing with the government. You have to stay a step ahead of them. Because
Right.
even with my grandma property, I just had her property. You know, my grandma died in 2018. I just had the property cleared. Um, I just had the property cleared back in January. These motherfuckers come sending Well, notice, but only reason why I knew is because I had one of my classmates worked in the town hall, and she seen the property came up on the ballot. You know, they were finna sell it. She reached out to Facebook, like, look, they got your grandma property for sale. They finna try to sell your grandma property. I'm like, what? And I just paid tax. Or you owe, they charging 2 different taxes on one property.
Wow.
See, that's my point.
Pathetic, man. That's sad. That's so
Big
ridiculous.
pimping at its finest.
Yeah, pimping, spanning J's with me.
And
Right,
brother,
Miss
I
Shannon?
forgot.
In Louisiana, the minimum wage is still $7.25. No lie. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man.
I'll be damned.
I talked to my mama. And, you know, I'm from Louisiana. My mom lived there. My mama called me. This is about 3-4 years ago, and she said, "Oh, I got me a new job." And my mom was excited, and she got like a supervisor position. I'm like, okay. I'm like, how much they paying you? And my mom was like $9, and she was excited. I'm like, Mama,
what the hell?
I had to gather myself because, you know, I didn't want my mama to feel. I didn't want to offend my mama because she was so happy about this $9 an hour.
$9 an hour.
I remember my first job in Louisiana when I was a teenager, 15, with my granddaddy. My first hourly paid job, I was making $5.25 an hour.
$5.25.
This was in 2000. I want to say probably 2008, 2009. My first hourly paying job, I was making $5.25 an hour. Then it went up to $6.25. Then it went up to $7.25, and it's still at $7.25 right now to this day.
That's ridiculous.
But I had to calm down when my mama said this $9 because I got pissed. Like, Mama, $9? What the fuck is that? I haven't worked a job since 2012 that paid me less than $20 an hour. But then also I left Louisiana. I moved around. You know, I got introduced to a whole different world. But, you know, my mom and them, they like, shit, Louisiana is home for them. They never leave it. You know, but I'm like, $9? Really? You know how much a pack of ground? You can't go work for an hour and buy a pack of ground beef.
Oh, man. Now my city is $9. I'm looking at them like, bro, you know, I need at least 15. What are you talking about?
Shit, 15, man, they paying 15 at McDonald's now.
Oh yeah,
okay.
$16. $16.
Let me throw this at you. Come Monday, majority of the fast food restaurants in California are gonna start out at $20 an hour.
Yeah, I was hearing about that.
Now trip this. I'm gonna give you. I had a culture shock when I was fresh out of high school. I went to Birmingham to go to college for a little bit. Now, mind you, as an 11th grader, I was making probably like $6-7 an hour working at the airport. So I called myself going to get me a little job to, you know, so my mother wouldn't have to always be sending me money.
Right.
When that man told me I was going to be making $3.34 an hour at minimum wage, my mouth dropped, man.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember them days. I remember making $3.35 an hour.
$3.
I said, excuse me, sir. He was like, yeah, that's what we pay down here. I said, dang.
Yeah, I'm working at a dishwasher and I'll make it $2.50 an hour.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm an 18-year-old kid. Well, I mean, 18-year-old dope, but it's like, damn, but I made it work.
Man, sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I started off making $7.
The cool thing about it was because I lived off campus with my great aunt. So I was cool.
Right.
Then you fast forward today, folks gonna make $20 an hour at a fast food. And then now you have businesses saying that they're gonna cut their workforce because they won't be able to pay everybody $20 an hour.
Mm.
So you know what's going, you know what that's gonna do. That's gonna make
Yep.
food prices go up even more.
Yep.
And then
Along with
aren't
everything.
they Chick-fil-A supposed to be changing something or make some adjustments, or they coming after them or something? I don't know. There's some stuff going on. Yeah. I know
Mhm.
one point they was trying to force them to open on Sunday. Then there's another issue about the chicken or something that they're going to be changing to something.
Yeah, they're gonna go from something, some byproduct or something they use in the
Cause
chicken
they
they're not gonna use anymore or
right,
something.
right,
And then of course the owner, he's always stipulated before he passed away that they're gonna be closed on Sundays no matter what.
right, right,
Mm.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember my first job was back in like maybe 95 or 96.
Mm-hmm.
I was like $4.25 an hour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
$4, $2,
yeah,
Yeah,
$3.
so
yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah, man.
insane.
It's just, and it was part time. I was still in high school, and just my mom made me like, boy, you gonna get you a job because you gonna learn the
Mm-hmm.
value of a dollar.
Right,
Like,
right, right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
too. Yeah,
it was,
me too.
Trying to
13.
get
it
paid
was
that
big.
much. Oh, yeah.
Hey, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
all of
big.
us on here probably old enough. You know, I'm being younger, a little younger. Not sure how young D Map is, but you know, with the other guys. But I remember $1 could get you shit at the store.
Yep.
Yeah,
Actually, $1
Yes.
you can actually go
yeah,
and get
Yeah.
two bags of chips for $1. You can get three Debbie snacks, and you get three Debbie snacks at 35 cents each
Mm-hmm.
for
yeah,
$1. You
yeah.
now you $1 barely even $1 can't even get your ass in the store.
You can't even get a single bottle of water with that.
Oh, dog.
A
Shoot.
canned soda costs
Right,
$1.10.
right, right,
Man,
What the
right.
fuck?
Lord,
These
Yeah,
man.
bitches
I
used to
used to
be
pay,
a
right.
man, what,
quarter.
$1 is
I
to get
remember
4
I used
bags
to
of
be
Hey,
at
chips,
the
freaking
fucking
Debbie
I would be
brownies,
at the
you
drink
name it.
machine. They had them one drinks out called Surge. Man, I used to be
Mm-hmm.
getting them Surge drinks, man, out there 25 cents. Give me 4 of them bitches.
right,
Man, I used to
right,
clean up off of
Shit.
them small
You,
bags of chips. $1 one, I
hey,
get
I
4
got something
bags.
else for you.
$1,
I got something else
2.
for you, Sir Miguel. Do you remember when you used to buy a bag of potato chips? Let's say you bought a big bag. It was filled all the way to the
Hmm.
top.
Man,
Correct.
Now
man.
it's a quarter
Hey,
of the way.
Correct.
I swear, that boy
Hmm.
aired there the eight
What the
nigga.
hell didn't happen, bro?
Oh, man.
Man,
And they
not
want
only
some
that, they
bag. They
used
man.
want
to
$6
Hey,
for a big
hey, you
old
want to hear a
bag
man,
of
funny
chips.
story?
You
man,
can't
they
even
took
buy
the
a pack of
hood candy
now for
Hey,
a
stores
dollar.
Muse,
away.
you want to hear?
Yeah, go ahead, Crux.
Hey, Muse, man. I got a funny story about that. I was man, I had to be about. I was still a shorty, maybe about 12. I bought a bag of chips, and I think it was some Doritos, and it felt real fluffy or whatever.
Right.
Man, I bust the bag down. It was literally one chip in that motherfucker. I said, man,
Oh, no. I'm ready to run a fade on somebody. Like, bro, you sold me this garbage?
What the what?
why
God damn.
Hey, look, I'm
I
gonna tell
wrote the
y'all.
Doritos.
Are you
I say that
serious?
I wrote the company, bro. I wrote Doritos like I'm highly upset.
Wow.
Y'all put one chip in my damn bag. And I wrote them. Man, they sent me like, it took them about 2 weeks. They replied and they sent me like 5 big ass bags of Doritos. Oh,
Oh
sorry for the
wow.
One
That's
inconvenience.
chip
what's
in the
up.
bag, though?
That's what's up.
Save me for the bag full of
Yeah.
air. It's like, all
Man,
right,
I'm
we'll
gonna
put
tell
That's
one
you
what's
chip in
something,
up.
there.
bro.
That's it.
When I was just in Minnesota, man. I called myself. I went to the Holiday gas station up there, and I'm like, man, I just want to grab me a Sprite. I'm gonna keep on pushing. I get up to the counter, and I had some loose dollars, so I'm like, shit, okay. I paid like $2, grab a little handful of change out the center of my car. Man, this woman rung this fucking Sprite up. This motherfucker said $3.21. I say this motherfucker. What? I said it's 20 ounce. She looked at me. She said, "I know." I'm like, "How much the motherfucking case cost?" Because if I would have paid $3.21 for a fucking 20-ounce drink, I might well get a case for $5. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck going on in America, man? I'm saying the economy in America so fucked up. They didn't put all the house candy people out of business.
Yes, there you go. I was just gonna go there. The penny candy, the penny
out of their house and shit.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
They
remember the nachos? The
my
nachos?
dad mama used to say, they call, I don't know what they call them up north. They call them freeze cups or something. We call them Dixie cups down south.
Okay.
Cool
Same
cups.
thing.
My grandma used
Right.
25 cents. She had the Rice Krispies for 25 cents. She had you get a quarter bag of candy. You got 5 pieces in there. 50 cents. You got 10. You know, like shit. None of that no more. That shit don't even exist.
Yeah.
The old school candy lady gotta have a card reader in the house now.
Right.
Hey, hold on. One more. I remember growing up, man, the Swan truck would come through the hood, and you had to have cash to buy shit off the Swan truck. Them motherfuckers
Yeah. Take cash after that thing.
I used to love getting stuff. Ice cream from the ice cream truck, man. Well, I say the ice cream trucks be taxing for freaking Klondike bar, man. They said they're wanting freaking $10. Like, what the for a Klondike bar though?
It ain't that serious.
I swear,
you remember the world. You remember the. You remember the.
Man,
you remember the world's finest chocolate
I need to switch the subject.
Go ahead, Crux. We lost Crux.
Yep, I think we lost him.
The biggest thing is the shit don't even taste like it used to taste back in the day.
It don't. It doesn't.
You remember the world's finest chocolate candy?
We got Kel. We got the R.Kelly phone call with what's his name? Whack 100. R.Kelly called Whack 100. I haven't heard it. I've seen it, but I haven't heard it. Shout out to Lil Matt. So when I play it, it's gonna be the first time that I've heard it. So I don't know what's being said, what's being talked about.
This was recently?
Today.
Yeah, it's talking about the Diddy situation and pretty. You just play it by it. Y'all can hear it.
Okay.
I don't want to give it away.
Right.
When I was on the phone. Let that go. Exclusive media team 100 side exclusive.
Oh shit, y'all pinged up.
Y'all don't watch the news in there? They don't got the news on the TV in there?
Oh, you talking about P.Diddy?
Yeah, it's in the fan, bro.
Man, that's all over the news. We see that. We watch that.
And what's crazy is, I know, because we just been in this area forever, is once they, and I hope they don't, but if they detain him, that's when all niggas, motherfuckers gonna be lining up with their hand in there. So I'm saying, man, see the bad part about him, this is what I don't understand about all this shit. Motherfucker, if there was a time, right, where this was a play, this was y'all party, this was y'all, nigga, like if you was a participant, right, and you're of legal age, I don't understand what all the hoopla all of a sudden is against the wheel. It's against the wheel. Man, so you done came back to 300 parties, motherfucker, against the wheel. All this shit, you got to damn near turn on your camera, let a motherfucker tell you who they is, put their ID up, let a motherfucker tell you where they at, because any given Sunday, right, when a motherfucker want to go bad, they can extort you or come with the accusations. Shit
that shit is crazy, man.
It's
That's why I
crazy.
say motherfuckers gonna be out there laughing and making comedian jokes and doing all that other shit on the radio and everything else, but they ass could be next. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so fucked up about it. He's so stupid. They so stupid they don't even realize the move that's going on. I mean, it's crazy, man.
Real
I mean,
shit.
that's why I don't believe none of the shit. I mean,
No, I told him straight up, bro.
You can tell me about anybody now. You can tell me on the news the weather is the sky's blue. I'm not gonna believe the shit, no, because I'm in it now. I know what they did.
Yeah, like, listen, I told when it first started with Cassie, I said, yo, nigga, this is stick-up move. All the balls that nigga, I just came out and said, hey, listen, these are my sexual preferences. Yes, I'm bi or whatever the fuck, and these motherfuckers been trying to extort me, and I'm tired of it. They know that I'm in the music industry and boom, boom, boom. Nigga, they would have ate her up and still, but now they using that against him. But now it's getting to a point to where, it's like, nigga, you gonna have to say something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But he ain't fleed though. You know.
No, he ain't. He ain't. They didn't raid it. You know, they ran up in his cribs, but you know.
Yeah, I saw that.
This how you know it's weak. You know, usually when they run up in a nigga house, they coming to get you too.
Yeah.
They looking, they still searching and looking. Like that nigga ain't on the run or that. They ain't telling him to come turn himself in and no shit like that. They grounded his plane because they seen him moving. He wasn't even on the plane. They looking, they still searching and looking. Like that nigga ain't on the run or that. They ain't telling him to come. You know, they ran up in his cribs, but you know.
Yeah, I saw that.
This how you know it's weak. You know, usually when they run up in a nigga house, they coming to get you too.
Yeah.
They looking, they still searching and looking. Like that nigga ain't on the run or that. They ain't.
Now, this is what I made a statement about the other night on Derek page. I said, now they come out to Diddy with an investigation, but they came out to Kales with an indictment. The media and the niggas of the world is hollering, Diddy on the run. How he's on the run when they haven't served him with an indictment?
Well, see, that just goes to show you, man. As soon as something get blasted on television, folks want to run with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or assume, oh, he on the run. Nah, he ain't on the run. Everybody want to jump the bandwagon first. Let it play out. Let the paperwork come through.
Modern day,
you know what I'm saying?
They probably seen that, or they probably got a tip from the banks or anybody, or he didn't move X amount of dollars and this, that, and the third, and let's come in with an investigation, hoping that they will find something that they can say that investigation would have went from an investigation to we finna charge you, you know. But when they got in this house, here go. This is why you can't believe shit that you hear in the media. Yep. They didn't even come to arrest this man. They came to do an investigation.
Yep. Never trusted the media.
But you listen to the media, oh, they found this, they found that, this person talking, that person talking. This is all propaganda, man.
Pretty much. To distract us from what is really going on. Man.
Now we're not saying that they may not come with no charges, but initially they didn't come with charges against the brother.
House, they coming to get you too. They looking, they still searching and looking. Like that nigga ain't on the run or that. They ain't telling him to come turn himself in and no shit like that. They grounded his plane because they seen him moving. He wasn't even on the plane. They wanted to make sure he wasn't because they probably didn't restricted his passport and shit as of now. You know, but yeah, this shit is crazy.
Yeah, but that's how it all started though. You understand? Started.
No, I know.
No, I know. It's all that because they don't, you know, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, but
they ain't no fucking with him. He got some money, so they know they got to come right. They know if they come half stepping, he do got the money to fight. So they ain't gonna. I do know this: if they do put him in cuffs, They only put him on cuffs because they got something at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So
that ain't even necessarily true right there.
Well, they feel like they got enough. They got enough.
They want you if they want a plan to get you, or if it's a conspiracy, anything, they put you in cuffs, bro.
No, that's real. And I've been telling people, I've been preaching. I said, yo, one thing already taught me, what I didn't know, is we going off this state shit. Nigga, the law of the land when it comes to the feds is 18 across the board. You niggas in Jersey with the 16, Nevada and Atlanta, that's the state. But if the feds want to come in and pick it up, ain't nothing the state could do to help you or save you. You can't say what a state. Yep, the law of the land federally is 18. I said, I didn't even know that until, I thought, whatever the state said, that's what it was. Shit.
But according to Jennifer, she say when it comes to recording, videotape,
exactly,
it's 18.
Like, it's crazy. I don't know why the federal law don't force state law to be 18 across the board. It's crazy.
Crazy
shit. Your shit been in the headlines. Say you got action at getting back in on the field.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff going on in my area, man, that, just got to be addressed. Whether it's appeal or whatever, I'm walking out of here, man. I believe that.
Oh!
Damn right. You're damn right.
Hey, y'all the fuck I'm talking about.
Damn right.
Did I hear that right? Did I hear that right, nephew?
I agree. Damn right.
Did I hear that, Summer Girl, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm walking up out of here. You damn right.
Talk your shit, Kale.
There was a lot of stuff going on in my area, man, that, just got to be addressed. Whether it's appeal or whatever, I'm walking out of here, man. There was a lot of stuff going on in my area, man, that, just got to be addressed. Whether it's appeal or whatever, I'm walking out of here, man. I believe that.
Yeah. I think you got action like a motherfucker. You got action, especially understanding it. I understand your situation. I'm like, yo, you got a motherfucker. I said, this is like you got motherfuckers tricking motherfuckers.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers tricking. You got motherfuckers tricking motherfuckers. The parents and all. What the fuck? You know what I mean? So
it's crazy. It's crazy, man. And it's exposed, so that's the difference. It ain't like it's not proof of it. It's on paper. It's everything. It's like, crazy, man. The stuff we've been finding out, man, is ridiculous.
When you going? So what's the next step with your shit? When you going?
Well, now the case is open. The lawyer, they had to give up the BOP officer's name that did it. They had to do that. Everybody gets subpoenaed now.
Gotcha. Well, shit.
Everybody got to get deposed now.
Listen, man.
What they did.
I will tell you this.
All right, there we go. Wait.
You knew something. Yo, man, tell us.
Deposed now.
Listen, man.
On what the lawyer, they had to give up the BOP officer's name that did it. They had to do that. Everybody gets subpoenaed now.
Gotcha. Shit,
everybody got to get deposed now.
Listen, man.
On what they did.
I will tell you this.
All right, there we go.
It was you knew something. Yo, man, tell that nigga Whack I need to holler at him because it didn't take long for me to get that crazy motherfucker over there running her mouth. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take long, my nigga. So I was shit. Whatever I could do to help, because if a motherfucker is falsely accused, then they need to know that.
Well, at this point, everybody needs to start just using common sense. We didn't go to college to get common sense. Okay, common sense kicks in. It just kicks in. That's something God gave everybody.
God gave everybody.
Hello.
Everybody needs to start just using common sense.
Motherfuckers falsely accused, then they need to know that.
Well, at this point, everybody needs to start just using common sense. We didn't go to college to get common sense. Okay, common sense kicks in. It just kicks in. That's something God gave everybody.
Motherfuckers falsely accused, then they need to know that.
Well, at this point, everybody needs to start just using common sense. We didn't go to college to get common sense. Okay, common sense kicks in. It just kicks in. That's something God gave everybody. So at some point, common sense got to kick in. You know, I've given enough, I've said enough, I've shown enough. Now people see it for themselves. You know, so when does common sense kick in?
That's real.
I mean, when does that happen? I mean, what else can I do?
That's real.
What else can you do, man? It ain't like I didn't sit here and lied on people, or said this happened or that happened, or people were shown this and be made mad because they were shown illegal this and this, that, and the other. I mean, and then you see it for themselves. I didn't do a search warrant on an officer. I can't do a search warrant. You know what I'm saying? So anything that happened, because it's on paper that it happened. So you can't ignore it. You can't unhappen it. Ain't even such word as unhappen it. You can't unsee what you saw. You can't.
Damn, Kels.
These people are real characters.
You can't unhear what you heard.
They really did do what they did,
right?
And they got away with it. And see, now you have to ask who allowed them to get away with it. Who allowed it?
Ooh.
So it didn't never come up in the court that the parents and everybody told you motherfuckers was a certain age, like they just totally ignored that shit.
Man, obviously, totally.
That's crazy, my nigga.
I was told, and I don't know about the system, but I was told that had nothing to do with it. Really?
It had nothing to do with it that the parents
anytime, and put on any other case, anytime there's supposed to be allegedly a minor involved, how can the parents not have nothing to do with it?
Right.
They don't even show up to court. They never even showed up to court ever.
Right.
Parents never even showed up to court.
But you showed your communication. You showed your communication with them, though. You showed the communication with the parents and what the parents were saying and what they said.
No, I wasn't allowed to show it.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Oh, they didn't let that come into the court.
And, you know when you see the movies, man.
You showed your communication with them, though.
There's supposed to be allegedly a minor involved. How can the parents not have nothing to do with it? They don't even show up to court. They never even showed up to court ever.
Now y'all so concerned about y'all daughter. Y'all so concerned about y'all daughter. So concerned about her whereabouts. So concerned that y'all haven't talked to her, seen her, or heard from her. All in front of a studio hollering, Azrael, I know you in that shoe. Flick the light on. Dude, I know you got my daughter in there, dude. You need to just let out. KL said these motherfuckers never even came to court. Not one day to support their daughter. They were so terrified of Christina.
What was that part, nephew? What he said, he wasn't allowed to show it.
I'm finna let it go. He talked about the text messages that the messages in the family, him and her family.
Okay, because on my end it's kind of a little difficult. I'm hearing a little spotty pieces, but
okay,
but I know you let us know what when you finish planning, so I'm all good.
All right, let's go, man.
Yeah.
So serious, bro.
There's supposed to be allegedly a minor involved. How can the parents not have nothing to do with it? They don't even show up to.
And that's a question that y'all keep this question in mind. It's supposed to be a minor. How can the parents not have nothing to do with the court day? Or allegedly the person that they signed her over to wasn't even at the court day. So we're going to get to that at the end of this.
Court. They never even showed up to court ever. People never even show. Parents never even showed up to court.
But you showed your communication. You showed your communication with them, though. You showed the communication with the parents and what the parents were saying and what they said.
No, I wasn't allowed to show it.
Whoa! They didn't let that. Oh, they didn't let that come into the court.
You know when you see the movies, man. When you see movies and in the movies, evidence is denied.
This call is from a federal prison.
I've seen a movie where the evidence is denied, and it's total and it's 100% evidence.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a movie like that?
Yeah. No,
So
I
you
see
know
that
in the
bullshit.
movie,
Yeah.
and in that movie, the person is innocent, but the evidence to show that they're innocent, the evidence get denied. Have you ever seen a movie like that?
That's crazy.
Let me help you out, Kel. This is called Brady violation. It's when you withholding evidence that can show the defendant is innocent.
But the evidence to show that they're innocent, the evidence get denied. Have you ever seen a movie like that?
That's crazy.
But you've seen movies like that, right?
Yeah. We
Okay,
saw
then.
that.
So I mean, you know,
A
but
few,
when you're
a few
watching a
good
movie,
men, a few good men, A Time to Kill, a few motherfucking movies.
Just Mercy.
Just Mercy. Yeah.
I mean, it's the list goes on and on, man. Okay, the
So
list
they
goes
straight
on and on.
deny. So on this appeal, though, the aim is to be able to get all that shit on the table.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole purpose. Yeah, that's the whole purpose, man. Because you know, I tell you what, man. If any jury would hear what I've spoke on, what my lawyer have spoke on, and what you've seen with this records and shit being stolen and shown to allegedly shown to witnesses. I mean, if a jury had known that, what'd you think? What the jury would have said?
No, exactly. It'd have been a total different.
Hey, so now that's common sense.
And
that's common sense right there.
They didn't even allow the bullshit that the officer, the jailer did. What they didn't even allow that in there, huh? All of that
happened in 2019. All of that happened in 2019 before I went to trial. So that's before I ever went to trial. But it wasn't told to us until 3 weeks before the verdict. So somebody waited to 3 weeks before the verdict before they even mentioned it. But they knew about it in 2019 because they knew if they would have mentioned it in 2019, then what would have happened?
It was gonna be in trial. It'd have been in the trial. It'd have been in the trial, bro.
Or wouldn't have been no trial.
Yeah, that witness wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been credible no more. Yeah,
so, you know, like I say, man, follow the promise
for a reason, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta act shit out before motherfucker reason. I hate to say it.
I'm sitting my ass in here, man, and all of this shit didn't happen, and knowing I shouldn't even been going to trial if something like that happens. That's with anybody. The law can't break the law cannot break the law to uphold the law. Stop it. Stop.
They can't.
All of the debate, all of the other shit, that stand right there ain't there to negotiate. The law can't break the law to uphold the law. You can't do it. And why would you need to do it if you got somebody there to the right anyway, like you claim you do? Exactly. Why would you need to? 153 times.
That's what we've been asking, Kels. If y'all say this man did all of the things that y'all say he did, why do y'all have to break the law to prove it?
Stop playing, man. This is beyond common sense. But it's all good, man. Like I said, I'm being patient, man. I'm a believer.
Nah, keep your motherfucking head up. Hey, bro, I'm gonna be real. I know niggas don't like to hear it, but I know it saved me. Bro, that's 5, 6 I did straight my last run. Getting out and looking back at it, I knew if I would have been on the street, nigga, I'd have been that motherfucker doing a real life sentence. Sometimes shit get in your way, right? To get you right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you stay your ass physically fit, you stay mentally fit, and be ready. So when you step out, you know, you better than when you left. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is still on.
I'm making something out of it. I ain't sitting here just, saying, I'm making something out of it. You know my character. I'm making something out of it. Slowly but surely, man.
That's what's up.
I know this, nigga. I know you
got albums coming out.
Boy, you get out and act like you don't know who I am. I'm coming to find your ass, nigga. We going to jail together. We going to jail together. We gonna tear the whole mall up, nigga. We gonna tear the whole studio up. We gonna tear that motherfucker up so much we both going, nigga, for about 4 days.
We gonna tear it up with hits. We gonna tear it up with hits. We gonna tear that mall up with shopping. I'm so tired of this gray outfit. God, I never wear gray in my life. I get out there. It's great, man.
God.
Kel say he'll never wear gray again in his life once he get out.
Yeah, I felt him on that one. I felt him on that. What you
Kel
what
say he'll never wear gray again in his motherfucking life once he get up out of there.
I felt that though. I felt that. Yeah, I felt that. I felt that one. Yeah, I felt that one.
Oh shit.
It's good to hear that, man. That's what's up. It's good to hear
Let's
that,
go
nephew.
back a little bit, man. Boy, Kel funny as hell.
Hold on, nigga.
We're gonna tear the whole mall up, nigga. We're gonna tear the whole studio up. We're gonna tear that motherfucker up so much we both going, nigga, for about 4 days.
Hits. We're gonna tear it up with hits. We're gonna tear it up with hits. We're gonna tear that mall up with shopping. I'm so tired of this gray outfit. God, I never wear gray in my life. I get out there. Yeah, it's great, man. God.
Oh shit. That nigga said I've never worn gray in my life, boy. You crazy.
I swear to God.
Whoa.
But yeah, man, it's all good, man. Just, you know, I'm gonna be calling you, man. I've been talking to my lawyers, all that kind of stuff, man. Going through it, man, trying to make sure that they on their ass, on their own point.
Yeah, stay focused. You got the right attorney. You got the same attorney representing Bill, right? Bill Cosby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the right attorney. And I'll tell you this, she knows what she's looking at, and she ain't into doing no losing. She gave me the impression that if it was what it was, she'd have just told you that.
Oh yeah, oh no, she would. Trust me, she don't blow no smoke.
So for the motherfucker that's out there, this is Robert's attorney. He is confident in his attorney. She's representing him. And for the people out here that's mad and got all this negative shit to say about her, if you support Robert and don't support his attorney, then your math just ain't math. And that's just all I'm gonna say about that.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
That's the right attorney. And I'll tell you this, she knows what she's looking at, and she ain't into doing no losing. She gave me the impression that if it was what it was, she'd have just told you that.
Oh yeah, oh no, she would. Trust me, she don't blow no smoke. Yeah. She told me this bill, you know, she feeling good about it. We got 20 seconds, man. I'm gonna hit you, boy.
All right, I'm here, bro.
All right.
All right.
So there you have it, man. Y'all heard.
That's what's up. That's what's up, nephew.
There you have it from Kels himself, man.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hitting that share button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done. So turn on that post notification bell so you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Vibe is going live. You hear me?
Yeah. Man, yeah, I agree with you, Regina, Ashley, Darlene. That's what's up. It's good under the circumstance, nephew, to see he got his headspace right. And it seemed like for me, and I hear back on this when I say this like this, listen to how I'm going to say this, nephew. Seemed like Kale got his second win, nephew. He got his second win, if you know what I mean.
Man,
I
you
yell
don't
back.
put a person like that. A person like Kale, when you put him when you give him the shit he did under pressure, imagine what he finna do when he had time to sit down.
Come on, nephew. Speak on it.
It's over with.
Speak on it, nephew. He telling you already got something in the chamber. He already got something in the vault. He already got something. He finna come out. You thought his previous catalog was something. Oh my goodness. He said, I ain't wasting this time. I ain't just sitting in, not doing nothing with it. Ooh, man. Hope y'all caught that when he said that. Hope y'all caught what he said. Ooh, y'all already got albums already. You just gotta get in the studio.
Can't wait, man. I can't wait.
You feel me, nephew?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say, so Kale's talked about, them not allowing him to submit, certain evidence in to the court. And he also talked about the information with the officer that the prosecutors knew about back in 2019, but they withheld that information during his trial all the way up until recent. He just found out about this officer accessing his jail record. So he was saying, have you seen this type of stuff? So they have a word for this called, it's something called a Brady rule. in a Brady rule named after Brady versus Maryland required prosecutors to disclose material, exculpatory information in the government's possession to the defense. Brady material or the evidence that prosecutors is required to disclose under this rule include any information favorable to the accused, that means Mr. Kelly, which may reduce a defendant potential sentence / go against the credibility of unfavorable witnesses. When we talking about Jane Doe in New York, we talking about people like Demetrius, people like Geronda, Faith, all them people, or otherwise allow a jury to infer against the defendant's guilt. So this is something when you read the Brady violation for people who are familiar with the Brady rule. So with the people that are familiar with this case, with R. Kelly, go and read that Brady rule for yourself and ask yourself, do you think that it applies to Mr. Kelly case? Because when we hear him, we even in Chicago, with the prosecutors knew that Roshana had already drawed out a restitution package, but they refused to share that information. They were supposed to get that information over. They knew that. The text messages, they knew about them text messages during the trial. It's a lot that went on that they knew, but at the end of the day, this is why Robert's spirit is so strong, because he sat there every day and endured this type of shit happening to him, and he knew that the things that they were doing wasn't right. This is why this man can speak the way that he speaks. This is why he can be humbled as he is, knowing that his trials, both in New York and Chicago, they were done unfair. So we're gonna sit back and we're gonna continue to wait and see how things go. Shout out to man for Kels, and we can't be around here when it comes to these sexual trafficking charges and different things like that. We can't be out here wanting to see R. Kelly free and then won't and then the same breath be cheering for another person to be locked up. We need to hear the case before we start to judge or make a judgment about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not on us to say P. Diddy is innocent or guilty. It's not for us to say that Donald Trump is innocent or guilty. It's not for us to say that any of these men who have been charged with these crimes are innocent or guilty. Until we able to get their case and get their paperwork and go over their stuff the way that we went over R. Kelly stuff, then that's when we can form our opinion and say, well, then, yeah, this person is guilty or this person is innocent. We can talk about R. Kelly case with the confidence that we have because we've been through it. We've been in it. We've been riding it out. So we can't be saying free person and in the same breath saying lock this person up. When you just hear the prosecutors are saying we're going to charge one person with the same charges that we charge another one with.
And
But
they ain't
vote,
had
what's
that work.
going on?
I mean, how y'all feeling tonight, man? It's been a hell of a week, man. I had a good live and my internet went down, right? So my internet's still down, but so just fortunately, I got a cat on my side that reminded me, hey, you got neighbors, don't you?
True.
Call your neighbor and see what the heck is going on. So I did that, and I am hot right now, and I am ready to roll, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go ahead.
Yeah.
So I got
streaming night.
Oh man, we got an 8:30 start time, depending on whenever I get done. You know.
Oh, sure, I'm there.
I'm ready.
Now I'm about to be done. I'm actually about to be done. I'm at an hour and 55 minutes. So in 5 minutes, I'm gonna be hopping off of here, man. But you know,
Okay.
we came on today and we talked about, you know, how settlements led to RICOs. When you talk how settlements lead to RICOs. When we talk about R.Kelly, we talk about P.Diddy. You know, they didn't get Michael Jackson with it, but they did get Michael Jackson with the settlements, and then they brought these criminal charges against him. So I was
Right.
asking people earlier, I'm like, well, then who is to blame for these settlements? Do you blame these attorneys that tell these artists and celebrities to settle these things out versus going through these settlements and with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that there's no criminal activity involved in these settlements before you settle them out? You know what I'm saying? Because what the government is doing, they are taking these settlements and they are going over these settlements. And if there's evidence gathered indicating that a law has been broken or a crime committed, then they come with a criminal investigation. That's how they use the settlement to come with a criminal investigation. So
Advice, I say don't settle. It's a trap, bruh.
don't settle nothing. It's a trap.
Hell no.
Take me to trial.
Bro, I ain't
Take
do
me to
jack to
trial.
you. You say in line, look for a paycheck.
You got to go to trial, because if you don't go to trial, and like you say, but then another thing I ask is are these attorneys reading these settlements in depth to see what are the allegations being alleged against their client? Because if you read this settlement and it is not nothing criminal entitled in it, then okay, well, I settled it, you know. But if there's anything in this settlement that looks or sound criminal or like a law was broken, then no, we're not settling this. Come on, we finna go to trial. Take it to trial.
Mm-hmm.
This has been this is the new these civil settlements is the new loophole to bring charges.
Pretty much.
Man, you know, the crazy thing about it is that people don't even see that actual setup, man. When you settle, that's when they say, oh, he settled, he must be guilty.
Yep.
Anything you do, you must be guilty. It don't matter what you do. If you sit around and go to trial, you must be guilty. If you run, you must be guilty. There's no winning at all, bro. It's crazy. Absolutely bananas, man.
I'm at work right now, but what's up, Provoke? What up, Prophet?
What's going on, my man? How you feeling?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Just waiting for tomorrow. That's my Friday, man. Waiting for tomorrow. One more day till I'm off day. One more day till I'm
Nice.
off days.
Nice.
Well, we finna get ready to close it out, man, and Derek finna get ready to go live. Your boy Big Vibe been on here, man. It's finna be 2 hours. So any closing remarks before I play my new theme song when I'm exiting the live?
Oh, wow! I can't wait to hear it, nephew.
Oh man, I'm told you got a banger.
Just
we got a banger coming on, Big Vibe.
Oh, this is an old
Classic.
cut. It's an old cut, man.
Classic banger.
Okay. All I got to say, nephew.
It's an old song, but it's gonna make my point. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Only thing I have to say, nephew, is that everybody in the chat, every chat family member, that y'all get ready. He haven't set the date yet. Nephew is still going over some things, trying to get some things done and making some adjustments, getting his headspace right, getting his theme and everything together. But I want y'all to be looking out. The 24-hour live will be coming up. Not gonna let you know when. He ain't gonna pinpoint it. But the anticipation, you want it to be real high, because trust me, it's gonna be off the meter. And I'm gonna be talking to nephew off the air and reconsider some things. But I'm gonna definitely need nephew help with an idea I want to give to him. And that's my closing remarks, nephew.
Only thing I can really say is tune in at 8:30. We gonna keep the party going. That's
Man,
okay.
Moderators, make sure y'all dropping Provoke Thoughts link in the chat. Make sure y'all dropping Provoke Thoughts link in the chat, man, so people can get over there and catch up with what's going on Provoke Thoughts. D-Map, anything you gotta say?
Nah, man. I know I'm just happy to hear Kelly in great spirits, man.
Oh yeah,
he knows. It's good to hear that. It's good to hear that. He laughing and everything. Like it shows right there. He knows.
He got a second win, man. Yeah, he got a second win. He see the light at the end of the tunnel, and the light at the end of the tunnel is real close.
Trust me.
So
keep lifting him up. I know Bon Jim was breaking it down to him, like all the evidence they have and everything to basically prove all them wires wrong and everything.
Hey, Big Five, what was that? I didn't even really get a chance to hear it. Where did you get that link from? Who had it? Was that No Jump?
Clubhouse.
On Clubhouse? Okay.
It's on Clubhouse.
Okay, yeah. I might have to run that. I might definitely gonna have to run that again at some point in the night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, man.
Yes, sir. You gonna like it, Derek.
Right. I'm telling you, in the midst of it all, man, with the internet issues and all of that shit, it caused me to do a little bit of rebranding. So y'all gonna see it new. We always doing something new. Me and Big Vibe and Provoke Thoughts, we always try and bring you some new shit. So just know that's what it is. We're gonna keep it fresh for y'all.
I'm down.
All right.
To anybody who would like to donate to the channel, you can do so by Cash Out, Big Vibe Opinion. You can also hit the super chat, super thanks. If you have any information that you would like to send or us to go over and talk on the panel, feel free to email me at bigvibeopinion88@gmail.com. And if you all see good, positive content out there that's positive, that's putting things in a great perspective, feel free to share it, man. The more we share, the more we reach. The more we share, the more we reach. And we want to reach as many people as we can with this great positive information that we put out. And I want to thank everybody for today live. But from now on, no more settlements, man. This is what we doing.
Reporting live down in the Maysville News Center, KBD, the artist known as Mr. Big, were to be released from prison today and has caused an uproar in the prison system. I had a chance to speak with him today, and I asked him, why did you do the things you did? You be revoked for 3 months. They say they have no shit to trial. Bitches ain't got shit on me, man. Make y'all motherfuckers kill me, nigga. It's all about the motherfucking take that shit to trial, bitch. Take that shit to trial, bitch. Fuck y'all motherfucking bitch. Y'all kiss my sword and selling dope, back.
Take that shit to trial from now on, man.
Nice.
Fuck Big Vibe out of here, man. Nice. No more settlements, man. We taking that shit to trial from here on.
You're a fool, nephew.
motherfucker talking about giving me 20 motherfucking years. I got 4 motherfucking lawyers standing right here real straight this bitch. And if that shit don't work out, make y'all bitches kill me, this motherfucker over. So motherfuck you, fuck the judge, fuck the DA, and fuck all you weak ass. I got to make a plan, cause enough